Good evening. Today I'm presenting my evidence one. It's the pitch of case study. My study case is about comparing enzyme replacement therapy with substrate reducement therapy, traditional medicine, and surgery to treat metabolic diseases. First things first, I gotta explain what's an enzyme replacement therapy. This therapy usually replaces deficient or completely missing enzymes caused by inherited deficiency syndromes. Missing enzyme is replaced by a purified enzyme or produced by a novel recombinant technique. In the image, we can see that an enzyme is missing, so we introduce an enzyme, a modified enzyme, artificial enzyme, we could say. So we could replace the missing one. Substrate reduction therapy is reduces amount of determined substrate in order to keep metabolic homeostasis. Substrates are molecules that bind specifically to certain enzymes. It could be in the active site or in allosteric site. We can see how substrate precursors may produce substrate, and this substrate in the presence of the lack of some protein, it could lead to accumulation. Meanwhile, the substrate reduction therapy reduces substrate precursors, inhibiting substrate production. So we keep homeostasis. And we continue with the comparison. Enzyme replacement therapy, we have that in Gaucher's disease, there are fewer side effects and there is longer drug history since it has been developing since the 70s. SRT is used normally in a oral form and is designed for people who are not candidates for ERT. Traditional medicines for metabolic diseases are easy to access, and on the other hand, surgery is the radical solutions, and examples of this therapy is sleep gastrectomy. Most common therapy, we can be talking about Gaucher's disease. We talk about enzyme replacement therapy, and it's considered first-line treatment, and its market was valued at 6.74 billion US dollars in 2018. It has it has had an exponential increasement in its use. Even though enzyme replacement therapy exists and it's getting stronger, pharmacological treatment, chemical treatment of metabolic syndrome are the most common approach for metabolic diseases like obesity and diabetes. On the other hand, sleep gastrectomy is the therapy with most common complications. It can lead to bleeding, to nutrition deficiency because you cut completely the organ. It can be stomach, liver, and leakage. Even though ERT sounds really technological and, and right, it has some disadvantages. Immunological response against replaced enzyme and uneven biodistribution are two problems the therapy faces. This can occur when the enzyme is not fully specific and because different substrate families or problems with the enzyme composition that could be hydrogen bonds, electrostatic interaction, etc. Enzyme binds with a slightly different substrate. How this issue about the specificity of enzymes can be overcome? Well, this can be overcome by purifying and characterizing the enzyme in a more controlled environment. The most important parameters are temperature, pH, and concentration. For that, we have two, two equations and mathematical expressions that can help us with this. The first one is the Michaelis-Menten equation, which it takes in consideration velocity and concentration. Meanwhile, the other the another graphic is the Arrhenius plot, where you can see how temperature affects reaction of the enzyme.